Marianne Anderson, Healing Wisdom PDX. I have a practice in Northwest Portland where I practiced Chinese medicine, what I call alchemical Chinese medicine, and five-element acupuncture. And by alchemy, I use the term alchemy to describe the idea that I like people to get when they're seeking better health care and a way of taking care of themselves, because the term alchemy just means taking what you have and making it better. The phrase is generally turning lead into gold. So basically you're taking what you have as a base and working on it to build it to something even better. So in my practice, I see a lot of people who are looking to improve the quality of their life, which is what I promote that people do when they start to go out on their own outside of the Western medical sciences and pursue acupuncture, Chinese medicine, herbs, supplemental practice in better nutrition, exercise. Those are all the things that we talk about in my practice. And we talked a little bit before about stress. And I think it's worth giving a little more attention to stress because it's one of the main things that I see every day that really affects the way people move through their lives and what can really affect your health. Stress can lead to disease. It's a bigger thing than we actually give it credit for. So how do we get stress out of our lives, or how do we manage it? And we talked a little bit before about just kind of getting out of yourself and taking a walk, bringing yourself into a place where you are inspired. And what we're talking about there is awakening the Shen. We talked about that before. Because stress is actually a Shen disturbance. That's how we refer to it in Chinese medicine, because it attacks you in the level of the heart. Stress builds in your life and your life becomes more difficult. There's less room to breathe. It's a very debilitating factor. So getting stress down in your life and being able to manage it on a daily basis in any small way is really important. So today, I think the tool that I'd like to talk about that helps me quite a bit is taking time out for just a small slice of time in your day. 5 minutes helps, 10 minutes helps. But even if you just think about, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed right now, the phone is ringing, I can't take one more thing, I can't read another email, everything is piling up. And you just say, look, that's it, I'm taking 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, when we go back to the thing that we did before, which is taking a walk with no expectation, the same thing applies here. To get the stress out of your life, it's good to just eliminate the expectation at the end. So instead of sitting down and saying, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to take 5 minutes, and at the end of that 5 minutes, this is how I'm going to be. Just take that out. Say, I'm going to sit for 5 minutes. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to try and quiet my mind, but I wouldn't go out of the way to, to battle with that. Just let things be quiet for 5 minutes and then join back in your day. And what I do, how I make that the most useful to me, is I do it several times a day. I make sure that during my day, when it comes to mind, I say, okay, I think it's time to take 5 minutes. Sit down, be quiet, and then rejoin life. And you'll find 100% of the time, I can guarantee that at the end of that 5 minutes, everything has changed. You're calmer, heart rate's lower, things are a little more manageable because you've got them out of a frenzied state into a nice calm place. So it's a great tool. These are the simple things that you can do, because I really want people to understand that you can manage through the untenable stress that's on all of us every day. And if you know that you can manage, then you can take on the next day without worry. So give it a try.